Alright guys, ready for more fake mustache? We left Lenny outside of Sven's Fair Price store, getting ready to go in and buy a costume or a disguise. Inside the store, a weird guy was arguing with Sven. "Where is the Angleberger number 7? He yelled in what seemed like a European accent. Not exactly French, but sort of French. "I told you," Sven said. "I sold it a few days ago." "To whom did you sell it to?" "I'm sorry, but all transactions are confidential." "We'll see about that," the man shouted, and he spun around and stomped out the door. I noticed two things about him. First, he already had a mustache, but it was thin and wispy, as if he had just started growing it. Second, he had the steel gray, unblinking eyes of a professional assassin, full of cold, calm hate. Then he stuck his head back in the door. "By the way, is there a bicycle shop around here? I need a quick way to get around town without burning fossil fuels." "The bike shop closed when Walmart came," said Sven. "Oh, okay, thanks," the man said, and left. It wasn't until I was walking down the costume aisle that I thought about money. I had $53 saved up at home, which could have bought me a really, really cool costume of some sort, like a biker outfit with a helmet, goggles, and a jacket with "Smells Angels" and a picture of a tattooed skunk with wings and a halo on the back. But when I checked my pockets, all I had was that stiff $10 bill Casper had given me. I've been planning on giving it to a charity since it was probably stolen, but now I needed it. Even so, $10 wasn't going to get me much. Everything was at least $9.99, and with tax, it would be more than $10. But in the back of the store, I found a pile of clearance costumes. They were really, really lame. That's why no one had bought them in the first place. I mean, who would want a boxing hot dog costume? Or who would want to be a capybara? I like capybaras, but I wouldn't want to be one for Halloween. Even if I wanted to be a boxing hot dog or a large South American rodent, these wouldn't have made very good disguises. Then I saw a cowboy hat, and I thought, yeah, I could be a cowboy. But when I picked it up, I saw it had long pink hair coming out of it and two big ponytails, or pigtails, or whatever girls call them. It came with a pink vest, a pink shirt, a pink skirt, and a pink guitar. The hat, the shirt, the vest, the skirt, and the guitar all had fancy sparkling writing on them that said, "Jodeo Rodeo." I threw the costume down in disgust. It seemed really creepy to dress up like a girl that I have a crush on. Really creepy. But it was only $4, and I couldn't find anything else. I went up front to pay for it. Sven was running the register, and I was prepared for her to be nasty to me like the last time. But she gave me a big smile when she saw what I was buying. "Oh, you're buying the Jody suit. That's so sweet. I'm Jody's biggest fan." "Me too," I said, "but this is for my sister." Sven then talked for 10 minutes about the time she saw Jody in concert and almost got to give her a hug before some security guards grabbed her and wrestled her to the ground while Jody sprinted for the tour bus. "I know Jody didn't mean it," said Sven. "I'm sure she didn't," I lied. "You seem like a nice boy," said Sven, as she rung up the sale and counted out my change without even looking. "Did you buy one of those elastic, sticky hands that connected to a sort of sticky, stretchy rubber kind of thing the other day?" "Yes, I did. It's really great," I lied again. "Well, looky what we just got in. The deluxe model." She held up an even bigger plastic egg, which presumably had an even bigger sticky hand inside. A sticker said, "Superlative Deluxe Grabber Hand. Stretches 20 feet. The price was $8.95. "That looks wonderful," I lied a third time. "But I don't think I have enough money." "Money? Bah! What is money? Just pieces of paper. Never let money stand in the way of your dreams, kid. Never. Look at me. I lose thousands of dollars on this place every month. But I always say that the smiles on the faces are payment enough." I smiled. "So take the deluxe sticky hand. Go, follow your dreams. In your darkest hour, it will be there for you. A beacon of hope and love." I took it. "Thanks. Hey, do you mind if I use the changing room?" "For the costume? I thought it was for your sister." "Well, no, it's for me, actually." "Follow your dreams. Never stop dreaming," Sven sang out. She handed me the key to the changing room, which was chained to a big piece of wood with glittery golden letters. Lose this key, and I'll rip off your face. Sven. When I got out of the changing room, Sven got one of her employees to take a picture of us together. You look just like her, Sven shouted, and she gave me a big hug. I could see why the real Jody had run for her tour bus, but I was starting to like Sven. A little scary, but not likely to become an evil mastermind and send fast food employees to kidnap me. As I walked out the door, she waved. I think she was starting to cry. I decided that it would be okay for Jody O'Rodeo to ride a bicycle. People might expect her to ride a horse, but since she was a kid, I figured she might ride a bike sometimes. So I went back through the alley and climbed down to where the stream goes under the streets. My bike was gone, but I could see a wet tire track leading further into the tunnel. Then I saw that someone had left a note. For borrowing your bicycle, I am very sorry. I will return it to you after I finish my mission of revenge and destiny. Hey, bring back my bike, I yelled into the tunnel, and it made a booming echo. Then I started thinking about what would happen if the bike thief actually heard me and came back. I decided to get out of there. Anyway, now that I had the disguise, I didn't really need the bike so much. It should be safe for me to walk down the street, or even ride the trolley. I decided to go home and see what was going on there. My parents were probably worried when they noticed that the door had been busted open, the kitchen had been trashed, and I was missing. I got on the trolley expecting everybody to go, oh look, there's Jody O'Rodeo. Or worse, look, there's a boy dressed like Jody O'Rodeo. But that's not what happened. Instead, everybody had this weird hypnotized look. A guy in a suit asked me, have you seen the evil one? And a lady in a suit said, if you do, you must capture him and take him to Fako Mustache. Duh, I said. I've known about that for hours. How did you find out? I was lucky enough to see Fako Mustache on the Good Morning Hair Sprinkle show. He inspired me with his vision of a new world order, and he shared this recipe for real Southern-style coleslaw. Didn't you love the way he chopped that cabbage? He sure can handle a knife, added a weird-looking guy who was eating potato chips. Yes, but my favorite part was when he warned us of the evil one, a desperate bank-robbing criminal mastermind who is living in Hair Sprinkle disguised as a boy named Lenny. It's terrifying to think the evil one may be in Hair Sprinkle right now. It sure is, I said. I couldn't believe it. Fako Mustachio, Casper, had somehow convinced everybody that I was the bank-robbing bad guy, not him, even though he was the one with the mustache. I knew that my parents never missed Good Morning Hair Sprinkle, but surely they wouldn't be fooled by Casper and his fake mustache and his lies about me, right? Have to tune in next week to see what else happens.